Good evening and welcome to Wednesday night. I'm Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. Hopefully, I've unmuted myself. It looks like I have. We've got a few people joining in already. Don't forget to say hi. Let me know that you're here watching. If you're new at watching, let me know that you are a newbie as well. We've gone for a bit of a Christmas theme tonight, getting in the spirit. Next Wednesday will probably be my last show for this year until the first week of January, and then we'll be back on board ready for an incredible 2022. So hopefully you've all had an amazing week so far. The week has gone really quickly once again. In that way, Diana's letting me know happy 10-day Christmas to Christmas, Leanne. Happy 10 days to you too, honey. It is scary to think it is so close. I just need to get this weekend over and done with. Then I can finalise my shopping, and then it will be feet up and sit and relax for a couple of weeks. Fingers crossed, as long as my mum doesn't give me more work to do. I can say that because I know mum's here watching. Hey, Nat, how you going, mum? Good evening. Maddie is here saying hi. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. And you, honey? We also have Nikki. Hey, Nikki. Katarina is here. Hey, honey, how you doing? Viv is here. Hey, Viv, how are you, honey? And we have the lovely Rosie. Hey, Rosie. And Maddie just asking how I am. I am doing well, thank you. And we have the lovely Joanne here as well. Hey, hun, how you going? All right. So before I do get started, let's just go over some housekeeping rules. I do ask people to help me spread the love, invite friends, family to join in. You never know who's going to get that message from Spirit or that bit of guidance that may be needed. If you are watching from anywhere else than mytimetv.live, you do need to jump over, as I said, to mytimetv.live so I can see your comments in the background. Like I've just put the lovely ladies' comments up onto the screen. If you're watching from Leanne Winston Psychic Medium, Body, Mind and Psychic, all those other pages that we go to, I have just gone mentally blank. It's been a long week so far. So yeah, do jump over to mytimetv.live. If you are new to the Facebook page as well, don't forget to hit the like button so you can see when we're up. And there are other beautiful presenters that join in as well. So it's not all just about the psychic stuff. There are other things. We've got cooking shows happening and all sorts. Hey, Nikki. How you going, honey? I will get to questions very shortly. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Deborah. Whoops, Deborah. Sorry, honey. I clicked on your name and it moved. And Diane is here. Hey, Diane. I certainly will answer questions in a moment. Hey, Vicky. How you going, honey? I do ask people to keep your questions direct rather than general questions. Or if you'd like a card, #card. I am using my Inner Soul Guidance Oracle cards tonight. So if you'd like a card, #card. Otherwise, ask a direct question and I will try and get to as many of you as I possibly can. Hey, Brenda, how you going? We also have Kelly, Leslie, and Viv. I think I've said hi to Viv already. So, and don't forget, if you want to become a yearly member of my inner circle, I do have the special on until the 31st of December, where you join up. It's $2.97 for the year or $40 a month. And if you pay the yearly membership, the $2.97, you will also get a deck of mine and Deb's Oracle cards sent out in the post, as well as you also get access to about $6,000 worth of value workshops. And I am planning on putting some new workshops in there for my lovely members early next year. Meditations, recorded meditations, guided meditations. There's some blogs. There's a weekly card reading every week. Now, something else I am looking at setting up in the new year is a cheaper, like a mini version of the membership. So instead of paying $2.97 for the year, It's going to be $97 for the year or $10 a month, and that will give you the weekly guidance cards each Monday for the year as well. So, or for the month that you are paying for in that way. So that's something else I'm going to add for those that don't want to go the full membership. Okay, so part of my full membership, those lovely members do get the guidance cards each week, on a Monday. It is emailed out. All right, who haven't I said hi to? Hey, Sarah, how you going? Brenda is here. Hey, honey, I don't know if I said hi to you either. Don't forget to invite your friends and family to join in as well. Let's see how many we can get on this live. We are sitting at 30 at the moment. Actually, it just dropped back to 28 as I said that. So, actually, let's get started with Dee. We'll unmute Dee and bring her up and say hello to Dee. Dee is one of our inner circle members. How are you, hon?
I'm good.
Good. How's your week been?
Excited that Monday I get my blood test results.
Yes, perfect.
It better come back as menopause.
You just after some answers.
I just want to know I'm going through menopause. Oh, far out. Menopause.
Oh, my English has been a bit like that this week too.
Yes. All the symptoms are there. It'd want to be.
Yeah. Get it over and done with, I say.
It is, and it's like, okay, if it's menopause, I don't have to touch my tablets. If it's not menopause, I got to start touching my tablets, and I don't want to do that.
Fair enough. That's it.
But I've turned into a very moody grumble bum.
Oh, have you?
Oh,
no.
Yeah.
So the family is running for heading west.
I thought it was my bipolar playing up, and then I thought, oh, hang on a minute. You know, the mood swings and, and then I went to the doctor and I said, oh, look, I want a blood test. I want to eliminate everything before I touch my tablets. And he goes, well, you are at that age. Well, my husband nearly fell off the chair laughing at me.
Typical male.
I know, and I'm like, and then everyone I'm going, oh, look, I think I've got menopause. Well, you are at the right. And I said, the next person that tells me it's going to get dunked.
It's like that, isn't it? Well, hopefully tomorrow I might get a date for my hysterectomy. So I've got to see the surgeon tomorrow. So fingers crossed.
You are lucky.
Set the date. Yeah, I just need it over and done with now. So
it gets to that stage, doesn't it? It does. It really does.
Yeah.
I asked, but they said no. You're too big, really? And I'm like, here's a marina instead.
I will say they put that in. I went into surgery with the intention I wasn't having that, and I came out with that. And 2 months later, I had to have it removed because it caused more issues, and the issues have just got worse since. So next step is a hysterectomy. So
my girls reject it within 2 days of having it. Their bodies expel it. If they have the rod, their bodies expel it.
Yeah.
So.
And it's weird because I could feel it. I knew, I know I'm in tune with my body, but I could, from the moment I wake up, I could feel it until the moment he took it out. And I could tell him when he took it out because it was just, this changed my body, the sensation of it sort of thing. So
but they don't want to listen to us. It's like, you know what your body's saying to you.
That's it. I had to laugh because the head surgeon or professor or whatever he's called, that I sat down, went through everything and said, I don't want to have it, was in agreement. And then when my surgery came up, he was actually on holidays. So it was one of his colleagues that he had trained that had done the surgery. And of course, drug her up and then let's talk her into it just as we're about to wheel her into the theatre and get stuff started. And I went back to the surgeon 6 weeks later and he says, that must have been 8 weeks later, you haven't got one in. And I said, I've got it in. He says, you're not supposed to. And I said, I know I'm not.
Exactly.
So he's like, that's all right, we can fix this, let's get it out. I'm like, cool.
Let's say tomorrow you get a date.
I hope so, because it means 6 weeks of doing nothing, and apparently you really need to do nothing for that 6 weeks, so
Oh, I think I could use that. 6 weeks of time out.
do you know the problem though, Dee, is I am not very good at sitting still. I can sit
No.
still for a few hours, but then I start thinking and I go, "I've got time on my hands at the moment. I can put these plans into place. I can
Yep.
add this to my diary," and then it just gets even fuller. And I've got that many events that I need to organise for next year, and it's like I can't do anything until I have my date.
I know. And it's awful.
So
It's like, I've got to have a date. I'm going to be late.
that's it. Well, I've just got an email today about the boho market in Melbourne on February that I'm supposed to
Yeah.
be there, and she's like, "Let me know as soon as possible if you're coming or not." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, you're just gonna have to wait until tomorrow,
I
and I can say yes
know.
or no." So I've got, I want to go. My tickets have been delayed once
Yep.
already, so I've got a credit to go to Melbourne. I will get there.
Yeah, well, COVID shut everything down, didn't it? It was like,
Yeah, it's
wow.
really weird, isn't it?
Yeah, now
So
we're opening, our borders open up now. I don't know.
yeah,
So, but that
yeah.
new strain's already in Queensland, and it's like, oh, whatever.
It's here in South Australia too, but apparently
Yeah.
it's not as bad as what the first one was, apparently, the Delta. So that's what we're hearing.
Oh, we're being told the opposite, that it's
Oh,
worse.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. Who
You know, we're
knows? Who can keep
vaccinated.
up?
Yeah. And everyone's so confused because you've got to have vaccination and you've got to prove it. And then I said, well, what about the booster? Oh, we don't know if you've got to prove that. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake.
Yeah, that's
No one
it.
seems to know what's going on.
Yeah, exactly. Roz
So,
is just saying every border's open at the moment besides Western Australia.
yep.
So excellent. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's
well,
good.
my husband went to the Adelaide Zoo on Sunday night for his work do, and of course that's been said that it's a hotspot, but it's on the lower level. But the time was, and I was supposed to go, but I could barely walk after the fair on
Yep.
Saturday. So I said, I'm not coming because you're not going to enjoy, me waddling around behind you. Sort of
Yeah.
thing. But luckily there was about 3-4 hours in between that person that was infected leaving
Yep.
to when they got there, and it's outdoors. So nothing's come of it so far, thankfully.
Well, ours is like flights. But as someone said to me, where did they go after the flight? Are they still sitting on the plane? You know,
Yeah.
there's 3 flights, but nothing about where they've gone, how they got there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's
So
like,
they're probably
do
still
they
trying
just
to find
sit
out.
there? Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I think it's going to end up being, where we've got to end up wearing masks eventually. But
Oh, actually, one of my followers, Sean, keeps sending me a message each week when he watches the lives, and he watched me do a live of the video down at Colonnade Shopping Centre from the
yeah,
market, like the fair on Saturday. He said, "Do you have to wear a mask inside?" And I said, "Yeah, we have right from, I don't know, quite a long time now, sort
wow,
of thing, since we came back, like things started opening up." So here in South Australia, if you're inside of a public place, like a business or
yeah,
whatever, we have to wear a mask. If we're outside, we don't have to. In our homes, obviously, we don't have to. So
wow.
it's been, yeah,
Ours
interesting.
was from Gympie onwards down to Brisbane. That was one that you had to have it from Gympie to the border.
Okay.
But everywhere else, you didn't have to wear a mask unless you had to wear it for 7 days.
Yeah.
But there's someone put up on Facebook that there's a doctor's surgery in Gladstone where they're saying if you don't wear a mask inside, you're not allowed in, even if
Yep.
you're vaccinated. And
Oh,
I'm like,
wow.
oh, okay, fair enough.
There's businesses doing that here in South Australia, especially if you're not fully vaxxed. Some businesses won't let you in, sort
Yeah.
of thing. So it's going to be interesting to see how things finish. Rosie's saying she's so glad she's finished menopause. And I did see the joys of being a woman. I did see somebody else say they had their hysterectomy 20 years ago and best thing ever. I've actually had a few people say that to me. It was the best thing they ever did. So You know,
Yeah,
I
well,
would have
they
done
say
it.
if they leave the ovaries in, you don't go through menopause as quick. And I
Yeah,
asked for a hysterectomy when I was like 23,
yeah.
but you might want more kids. No.
No, no, that was a definite no. Well, see, I took care of that side of it when my youngest was about 2, and from then on, when things come up, I'm like, just get rid of it. There's no leasing happening in that area anymore.
No,
It's not going to house any more children. So,
no, I told
yeah.
him you go get the snip because I'm allergic to the pill, so I couldn't have it. And I said, just go get the snip. And I actually went and watched them do it.
Oh, really? My husband would
Yeah.
not go down that track. He says, "What if I want kids with another wife?" I'm like, "Well, hello."
Well, we got
So
the
he was too
lecture because
chicken.
he had it like at 24 or something. And we had the lecture. What if you want more kids? What if something happens to your kids? And I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's it. So,
You couldn't afford it. I mean, that was just everything was 2 plus 2, 2 adults, 2 children,
yeah,
and you just couldn't afford to have more kids,
that's it. Exactly. Some
you
people
know?
these days don't think about that side of it, do they?
Yeah,
So,
well, at that stage, we couldn't afford it, so it was like,
yeah.
well, no. By that stage, I also learnt they weren't cute.
They became the handful.
Yeah, because they're 14 months apart. Yeah, they become a handful.
Yeah, my 18-year-old is doing child studies at the moment, and you walk into a shopping centre and there's a baby, and she's like, "Oh, mum, look at the baby." I'm like,
Mm.
"They are cute at that age, honey. Wait until you got to start dealing with the attitudes and stuff
Oh,
that comes out." She hasn't had that part yet in placement, so
well, we've got a 4-year-old granddaughter who's reverted back to stomping our feet, stomping the table. I want. And it's like, hello?
oh, no.
We just laid there before stomping on the bed because we don't want to go to sleep. I
I
want a pink sheet, not blue. I don't like
oh,
blue.
no.
And I'm like, really?
You just wanna go to sleep.
It's like, here, you can have my love pillow. Oh, okay.
Aw,
So
that's
she got
cute.
that. So she's taking that. She's gone very quiet. Okay, she's fine.
Yeah, she's gone to sleep, she's given up. So Rosie's saying in Victoria that, they can't go into businesses without being double vaxxed unless
Yep,
except petrol stations and supermarkets. So it's interesting, isn't it? Sarah's
it
saying
is.
and there were stallholders not wearing masks. Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it's
So
supposedly you can get. We had when you left for Gympie, they were doing on the spot fines, but yeah,
yeah. Yeah, you can get one. Like I know here in South Australia, the police can walk into businesses, and if you haven't got them on, or you haven't done a COVID check-in, because we've got to do check-ins in
yep, we got to do
businesses
that.
as well, we can get fined, sort of things. So
Well,
that's
I
when
had to
the
get my
app works.
grandson a phone, a mobile phone. He's 14, yes, but
Yeah,
he didn't have a
it's
mobile
okay.
phone because he's always with me. But when he goes with his support worker, I
He's
said,
got to have
well,
it.
he's going to have to prove that he's been vaccinated now.
Yeah.
So I think it's over 12 or over 14s have got to be vaccinated.
Yeah, he is 12, I think. They're not doing under 12 yet by memory. It's over 12. So,
Ours are introducing the under 12s, and I'm like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
where's the limit sort of thing.
Yeah. So
All right, and we could talk all night and the hour will go
I
really
do have a question
quickly.
for you. When it hits the fan,
Yes,
um, are we going to be pulled down with it, or is it just going to be her?
just her. I get just her. My feeling is you've done things to protect yourself, sort of thing. So,
Yeah,
yeah, she will try to bring you down, but I get it'll come back on her.
I
Okay.
hope so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just reflect that energy back. So when you got to deal with anything that comes up, just see a mirror in your mind between you and her and the
Yeah.
situation, with the reflective side facing her. So you're sending that energy back. It's like you're giving her a dose of that her own medicine sort of thing. It's a
Yeah,
good
because
way of help
I'm the
teaching.
one that cops it all the time.
Mums are the easiest thing.
Yeah.
The closest ones, the safest ones to sort of lash out at, sort of thing. So
When do
yeah.
you see it happening? Like, is it going to happen
My
end of
feeling is
next year,
more January. That energy's
January?
gonna build a bit more before things. It's got to hit rock bottom before it can get better.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say unfortunately, but in a sense, I think it really needs to hit rock bottom to make that change. Anything before that isn't going to have the same effect as the reference I get.
You see it hitting the fan in January, February.
Yep. I'm more drawn to January with that.
Yeah, I've talked to Bryce about backing off and him stepping forward.
Yep.
Because I don't think my mum was a very strong character, and so's Bryce, but I don't have the strength.
Yeah, and that's it. And I know myself, my husband says, you leave it, I'll deal with it type of thing, because he has a different way of getting through, where with me it usually becomes in heightened, not that it's meant to go that way.
I'm so
The reaction's different. The reaction's different and I think it's because it's always been me doing it. And then now he's available more to do it, get involved, sort of thing. So, when Dad speaks, it seems to be more attention taken.
Yeah, well, we had one incident here where we argued, and she just argued with me over money, and I said, you need to go bankrupt.
Yeah.
And it just triggered, and someone called the police on us, and I said to Bryce, I can't afford for the police to turn up here.
No, you definitely don't need that.
No, and they gave our exact address, and we got questioned, and I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah. So just mirror all that energy back, protect your energy so you're not taking it on emotionally, physically, mentally in that way. Okay.
Yeah, I have passed it on to him to take over. I can't do it. Yeah.
Does he need to take over though, or is it just about letting her go and letting her work it out?
When it comes to the time, because I have been in hospital in a situation, I don't think I could handle her wanting to come out and not being able to.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
I've been in that situation myself personally.
Yeah.
14 years ago, and he walked out because he had to for my own health.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I don't think I've got the strength. If she asked me to come out with me, I couldn't leave her there.
Yeah. It'd be hard.
It's frightening, it's scary, it's a lot.
Yeah. But it's where she needs to be.
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes, because she needs help.
Yeah, that's
it. It's got to come from someone else, and if it comes down to that, I will look after the kids while he can
looks after her. Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm too soft.
No, you just got a big heart.
Yeah.
It's called being a mum, a parent. Yeah.
I just want to be like my mum. She was so strong, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but do you think you and her are much different, really? Mum may have come across as strong, like the forefront, but behind, I think there was probably a softer side to her.
She was so soft, and I tell you what, I miss her hugs. That hug that said, you know what, you're going to be okay.
Yeah, that's it.
If I could just have one thing back for 5 minutes, it would be a hug.
Yeah, and that's funny because, for me, when I see my parents, there's always a kiss and a hug, and you get off the phone, and it's always finished with "I love you."
You have to,
sort
you
of
just
thing.
don't know.
Yeah, that's it. I get to spend the next few days with my mum and dad. We're off to work. We're heading down to Victor Harbour, so perfect day when it's like 37 degrees or 38 degrees or whatever it's going to be here on Friday. So we're going to be down at the shopping centre in Victor Harbour. Do you know that area at all?
No, I've never been to South Australia. I've only ever been. I flew into Melbourne. That's as far as I've been to see.
And South Australia.
That's it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, Victor Harbour's right on the beach. It's a coastal town sort of thing. So it's on the coast. So
and do your magic.
Yeah, and the house we're staying is pretty much right on the beach too, sort of a street or two back. I think I looked today. So the smell of the ocean and the sound of it's going to be amazing.
Dig those feet in and what is it called? Refocus yourself or whatever they call it?
Yeah, reground and just recharge my batteries. And there's a 4-wheel drive track about 5 minutes from where we're staying, so I might get to go for a drive on the beach, hopefully. It's been a while.
Oh, that would be lovely. And you did really well with Brooke the other night, that guy Brooke.
For the interview. Yeah, Brooke. Thank you. Yeah, I could have talked to him all night. He was quite interesting to talk to. He's a lovely energy.
Yeah,
So,
he's
great.
a good person, yeah. So
Yeah. Well, I have invited him to come on with me on a Wednesday night, so I will get him on, and he can do some readings with me. So,
yeah, he's
I like his style.
a spade is spade.
He does, doesn't he? I love it.
Like, is my relationship going to end? I don't know. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's it. I can't think what his page is called. It's Intuition. Is it Intuitive Souls? Yeah, Intuitive Souls or something.
I don't know.
I'll get him on anyway, probably early in the new year, and he can tell everybody all about it. But it's certainly a page to check out. He's always got special guests and having interviews and stuff on there. So I was fortunate to be invited last week. So.
Oh, that's awesome. No, you did really, really well.
Thank you.
I'll see you next week before Christmas.
Yes, the last show for the year. It's crazy.
I know I get to see my grandkids in 8 days.
Oh, yes, beautiful. Lots of hugs then. So.
Oh, yeah, I miss my hugs.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I like about my job the most is the hugs.
Oh, wow. Look, I looked after my mum for 10 years and just, I would not take a minute of that, just the hugs and the...
Yeah, that's it. If you could bottle those, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
It is, and I'm a real huggy person and I don't get them much anymore. Although Aaron gives me hugs, that's fine.
Oh, nice. You got to get them somewhere. All right, honey. Good to see you. Take care.
And have a good night.
I will. Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, beautiful. All right. I put down herself. There we go. Let me bring back me. There we are. It helps when you got the right buttons. So Nikki's asking, hey, Leanne, can you see us buying a house and when? Thank you a lot. I can, honey, and I'm actually drawn to the number 4 with that. So I don't think it's 4 weeks. I'm more drawn to the 4th month being April, so either the 4th of the month or the 4th month. Like I said, I'm very much more drawn to the 4th month with that. So how exciting. I'm over the moon for you, hun. That's okay. So, hey, Kelly, I think I've said hi to most. I'm just running through the questions here now as well. So don't forget to hit the share button, invite your friends and family to join in. Shared and loved. Thank you, honey. I'm struggling this week as I keep watching for a love for me. I feel like I'm missing out in this lifetime. Any news from Spirit, please, and thank you. Now, honey, be patient, okay? I quite often say to people, focus on you, do the work on you. And when you focus on having fun and just letting life happen, things will fall into place. Okay, so we can become, I don't want to say obsessed, but we can become focused on these things that it actually creates a block. All right. So trust and surrender in the universe, trust and surrender in the process. And like this decade is very much about just letting this energy flow. Okay. So I can understand, struggling with the energy changes and stuff that we are experiencing. I know for myself today, I've been feeling a bit frustrated. And I know it's energetic energy, universal energy sort of thing. So I just sort of feel like this shift is moving through. 2022 energy is coming in and it's going to be a very positive energy and it's going to come with a lot of opportunities and abundance and different sort of forms. So trust it, believe in yourself. Feel confident within yourself, love you. And when you do that, that energy is going to radiate out more rather than people picking up on that frustrated energy that you're feeling at the moment. So all the best with that, honey. Okay, Brenda says hello there. Is it helps if I can read in the right. I've got buttons on half the wording. Hello there. Do you see anyone different in my future? Not at the moment, honey. In time, I get yes, but it's not the right time just yet. All right. Kelly, haven't been on for a while. It's good to see you back, honey. I hope you're doing well. Leslie says, hey, beautiful, will I ever find out who my dad is? Yes, honey, I actually feel like a family member's going to come looking for you. So whether it's through the DNA testing that you can do, Find My Family or whatever it is, I can't even think what it's called. I do get the reference somebody will come looking for you in that sense that will be related to your dad. Okay. Viv, hey man, could you tell me what 2020, 2020, I'm going back in time, 2022 has in store for me financially? I actually feel like, honey, it's going to be off to a little bit of a slow start, but things will pick up and balance out, okay? So see the money coming in that you need, set that intention. Same as, the love life further up, the partner, don't focus too much on it because we can create those blockages. Trust and surrender in the system sort of thing, in that energy. It's going to be okay. All right, Joanne is asking for a card. The card, honey, I have pulled for you. Oh, my throat chakra with you is really tight at the moment. If you can't say those things, honey, write it down. But I get the reference to you're on the right path, believe in yourself and the destiny that awaits. So you may have felt like you've been at a bit of a crossroads lately. Things are becoming more clearer and you are right where you need to be and heading in the right direction. So wishing you all the best and sending lots of love to you and your family. All right, Kelly, a card, please. Certainly, honey. Okay, that one has jumped out. Oh, the door. I don't know where that came. And who's the male spirit that's passed over that would do the voiceover? Not the voiceovers, the mimicking the voices. I do feel like I've got a grandfather figure more on dad's side of the family for you. Okay. So you don't always know what is behind each door. Expect the unexpected, surrender to that energy and what is coming with that, okay, because it does have a very good feel to it. All right, so wishing you all the very best. Hey guys, just a reminder, if you did want to get a deck of the cards before Christmas, now is the time to jump over to Inner Soul Oracle, innersoulguidance.com.au to order your deck of cards so we can get them out to you before Christmas as well. Otherwise, Deb will be, I think it's Port Noarlunga this Sunday at Queen of Wands Market, and I will be at Victor Harbour in the K Hub outside of Woolworths this Friday, Saturday and Sunday as well. So there's a couple of different places you can get them in person from us as well. Okay, Diane would like a reading, please, honey, because you've asked a general question. I am going to pull you a card. The card that has come out for you is the Mountain. Okay, you are a tower of strength. Push forward, use the wisdom and the determination to help you reach your desired outcome. But know that a lot of the hard work is behind you. So you're on track. Just keep that vision for what you are working towards and follow those dreams is the rest. Well, okay, thank you. The reference I get there. I think there was something in that for me too then. Okay. Where are we up to? Deb, may I have a card? Of course you can, honey. Oh, now I'm just about lost half the deck there. But the card that jumped out first, whoops, got things coming up on my screen, is the wheat card. It's time to plant the seed and sow the growth type of thing. So know what it is you want, what intentions you're putting into everything, and reap the rewards that come from that harvest, okay? So stay focused is the main thing there that I'm getting. Maddie, just wondering if there's any messages from any spirits around me. Oh, I actually feel like there's a few around you, honey, but I feel like I've got distant relatives with that. But I do have a female figure that's stepping in. She shows me here one moment, gone the next. I am very much drawn to heart, lungs, chest. So whether there was breast cancer or something that spread through the blood sort of thing, I get the reference to died or passed away too early or too soon. So I want to say a younger soul with that, okay? So please know, and I've got to say, honey, for some reason, please know you're not on your own. So I don't know if there's times that you kind of feel lonely, but Spirit is just pushing that you are never alone, okay? Rosie, will John get time off soon so he can come and visit? I get a yes with that, honey. I get the 4, so whether it's 4 weeks, or he's looking at 4 days of visit. Okay, but the 4 is really strong. Hey, gorgeous Nat, it was lovely to see you and your beautiful daughters on the weekend. A general weekend reading ahead. Okay. Whether things have been a bit hectic lately, honey, I just sort of feel like I've got to say stop, take a deep breath, ground yourself, all right? The breathe card has come out. All right, so release what no longer serves you. Find that inner energy and balance. So take the breath, let go of what no longer serves a purpose in your life, and ground yourself, bring that balance in, and everything will flow in the way that it needs to. Okay, beautiful. All right, we've got to get into some more paranormal stuff too, hun. I've got to get stuff organized now that the weather is getting better, I should say. Actually, guys, girls, let me know in the comments if you're interested in getting involved in some paranormal stuff. The next one will probably be here in the hills, as in going out and doing an investigation. We're looking at putting some like some groups together and going into some properties that we've done before. Okay, Brenda says, hello there. If you feel drawn to me, would God, I can't even read. To me, would you tell me if you see something different in my future? Honey, I think you're on the right pathway, but I do want to put pen to paper in front of you, do the writing. So whether you're wanting to write a book, be published, or do something along those lines, I get the writing needs to be done. Okay, so all the best with that too, honey. Sarah, hey, beautiful. Anything from my dad tonight? Whose birthday? Because I need to acknowledge the birthday wishes. So either sometime in the last 2 weeks or in the next 4 to 6, I need to acknowledge the birthday of the celebration. I don't necessarily feel like I'm focusing on Christmas. I know that's only 10 days away, but I get the reference to the celebration around that. Dad hears you, honey, so please know that he hears you. Talk to him, whether you're talking out loud or in your thought process. I think it's actually both. I always say, as you know, trust what you feel, think, you see, you hear, you know, because Spirit will communicate back in those ways in that, okay? Brenda's saying that's a great deal. Cool. Thank you, honey. I'm not sure what I was talking about, but that's okay. Oh, that's right. Thank you for not letting me feel left out. You are welcome, honey. Roz has been watching NCIS. Roz, I wasn't going to tell my father. I actually sat and watched that last night, but it was one I hadn't seen before. Whatever his name is, the grey-headed guy was supposedly had died in a boat thing, blow up, whatever. It shows how much I know about the show. All right, so hopefully, Roz, you enjoyed that. Okay, Sandra, hey, gorgeous, how you going? Hi, Leanne. Had doctor tell me today I've got a problem with my kidney. I went to Enfield today and done something up there and was wondering if it was okay. Yes, honey, with mum. Please and thank you. You are my cat's carrying on somewhere. You are very welcome, honey. I do get, yes, now I'm not getting warning bells around your kidney. I actually feel spirits trying to pull you up to look after yourself, nurture you. So take time, follow up with the doctor, have the test done. But I don't feel like it's going to be serious in that way. All right. Something to maintain is the reference that I get there. My cat has been a psycho the last couple of days. Brenda's saying those create scar tissue. Oh, scar tissue. Oh, is that to do? Okay. With what Dee and I were talking about before. Okay, Roz. Leslie, good luck with the hysterectomy. I had to. Yep. Okay, I think I acknowledged that one. Thank you, honey. Kelly is saying I had some health issues arise, which I sorted. Am I on the right track? And will this issue help or worsen my fertility, please? I get help, honey. So I do feel that you are on the right track with that. I'm drawn. Now, honey, I don't know if I've had a conversation with you or not around this, but I'm drawn to exercise. It's about finding balance to help is the reference I get. Okay. Now, I always say when we're trying to get pregnant, don't focus on the outcome. Focus on having the fun and what brings you and your partner together. So let the inner child come out, enjoy the process, and the pregnancy side of it is just a bonus with that. Because what can happen is we can become very focused on getting pregnant. And I know this from experience, it creates the blocks, okay? Because you get frustrated because things aren't happening and your body takes on that stress, that tension, and creates those blocks. So if you can have fun, enjoy the process, remind yourselves of what it is that brought you and your partner together. And I get focus on exercise. So whether you're walking or getting out there doing more, changing that side of it, getting the blood flow going is the reference I get with that. But I also want to say look at foods with higher hormones in it, sort of thing. So whether it's about eating more fish or things like that, I just get it's not one thing, it's multiple things that's going to bring that balance in. So I wish you all the very best. And I do feel that it is positive. All right. Now I think Deb's saying, good luck, Leanne. You won't be sorry. Oh, I'm not. I can't wait for it. Get it over and done with and back on my feet. So, Chris, I think I brought yours up. Hey, hon, how you going? Maria, hey, hello. Any spirit or love messages for me, please, and thank you, honey. What is the decisions or that you've got to make? And I want to say decisions because I feel like there's two decisions you've got to make. So whether there's opportunities that has presented itself or you need to make choices to be able to move forward at the moment. Okay. So Spirit's just making reference to look at the opportunities that have been put in front of you. Sit in that heart energy. Don't get too much in your head because you overthink it and go with the flow is the reference I get. All right. So hopefully that helps. Kelly says, I'm in Western Australia. We're opening up on the 5th of Feb. Cool. I'm not sure when I'm supposed to be in Western Australia. I think it's a bit later in the year. I think it's Brisbane before Canberra. What is it? It's Melbourne, Canberra. Then I think it's Adelaide. Then I think it's Brisbane. Then I think it's Perth in the order through the year by memory. Oh, I have to have a look at that. Yeah, Ros, I read that comment about the mask. Rosie, here in Victoria, we go. Oh, yeah, I've read that one. I think I've the Woolworths one. What's that about, Ros? Probably Victor Harbour. Yeah, the K Hub. There's a store in Victor Harbour, the K Hub, I think it's called Kmart Shopping Centre. There's a Woolworths in there near the travel agents and stuff. I think there's a Vax Centre there too. that we will be outside of that on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you have to come and say hello, honey. We haven't got much space there, but say hello. I've got to take my computer with me for Friday night. Okay, on Friday and Sunday, pop up. So we're there Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 3 days. Ross says, where was the interview with Brooke? On his page? I can't think what it was called. Hang on. Oh no, I haven't got my Facebook thing open. It's Intuitive Souls or Intuitive something. It's just slipped my mind at the moment. So maybe have a look at that, honey. Yeah, maybe remind me if you can't find it later. Intuitive Focus with Brooke. That's it. I was close. All right. Karina, you got missed, did you, honey? I don't think so. I haven't seen your name yet until now. Do keep in mind, guys, that there is quite a few comments that do come through, and we are going to a lot of different platforms, so it's not just the Facebook platform. You may only see the Facebook messages, but YouTube and different stuff come in as well. All right. So, honey, you've asked a general question. So I'm going to pull a card for you. The snake card is coming out. So it's about shedding the skin, preparing for the transformation that's about to happen. You're evolving. So things are going to start moving through. And I do feel like it is a positive change in that way. But Spirit's just making reference to, honey, let go of those things that no longer serve a purpose. All right. So whether there's things that you're holding on to from your past and it really doesn't serve a purpose anymore, it's time to let it go so you can move forward. All right. So all the best with that. Diana says, feedback. It's been 11 years and I didn't want anything from many years till the last few years. Thank you, Leanne. You are very welcome, honey. It's my pleasure. It will happen. Trust in the process, hon. Okay. Leslie says, hey, beautiful. When will God, Leanne, sorry, tiredness is setting in. Will I find out who my dad is? Oh, yes, I've done that one. Yes, honey. Roz has put the link up there. Thank you, Roz, for my interview with Brooke. It was actually really lovely talking to him. I love when you connect with like-minded people. And I think we talked just about every aspect of everything I just about do in the hour and a half that I was there. So thank you, Roz, for sharing the link. Certainly do jump over to Brooke's page. I'll just bring that back up. Certainly do jump over to Brooke's page and like and follow him as well, because he gets some really interesting people on there. And I love his style of reading as well. And he uses our cards too. So he loves our cards. So it is Brooke Intuition Facebook.com/Brooke with an E on the end, Intuitive Focus. All right. And you can find him on YouTube and StreamYard and all that stuff too, Roz. Okay. Prashia, sorry, honey, if I said it. Hi, my husband passed away 7 weeks ago. Honey, my heart goes out to you, sending you lots of love and healing. Any messages from him, please? Anything would help. Thank you. All right. Now, honey, I don't feel his energy is very strong, which is quite common for somebody that hasn't been passed over that long. I actually feel like he was quite weak. So whether there was health issues or something else going on that he felt tired with, but I do get the reference to the good die young. Okay. So would I be right in saying young at heart? But I do feel like there was things going on in the body as well with that. I need to acknowledge the angel wings. So I don't know if you make reference to him being your angel. Somebody's given you a statue of the angel wings, or there's the picture of the wings. He's just giving me the angel wings. I actually feel like he wraps the wings around you. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to you. But he was a strong man. I feel very strong with his energy, but I feel tired and exhausted, like it was his time to go. All right. So I feel frustrated within myself with his energy because he should have had longer. I don't know if that makes sense to you or that's the way that you feel, honey, but I just get it was his time to go. He wants you to acknowledge your grief. This is your time to heal now and focus on you, honey. And he is there to support you all the way along. He hears you talk to him. He hears your thoughts, honey. So trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, you know, because that's how spirit will communicate back with us. Okay. So sending you a big hug. Chris would like a card. Certainly, Chris. How's your week been, hun? Okay. Oh, all right. Chris, spiritual awakening, your higher vibrations rise from within. Your spiritual path is cooling. So you may be finding things are starting to get clearer or things becoming more intense in the way they come through. Sit in that energy, okay? Because you're evolving is the reference I get there, all right? So all the best with that. Autumn, hello. It's been a rough year. Does Spirit have any messages for me or advice? Will things start to lighten up soon? Please and thank you. Yes, honey. I get yes with that. Now, with that, hun, I also want to say, look at what's been coming up. What is it that you're being forced to let go of? Because my feeling is that you've been holding on to stuff from the past. It is now time to release stuff so you can move forward and stand in that power. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people have had a really tough year, 12, 18 months sort of thing. I kind of like to look at it as, and this is going to sound weird because only you've had to live that energy. I haven't in the sense of what you've been through, but we've all been through different things. And it's kind of like it's a purging year. Like we've had to be tested. We've had to dig deeper. Things from a deeper soul level are coming up. So it's kind of like spirit has pushed this stuff to force us to do the work on ourselves so we can let go of what no longer serves a purpose to make room for what is to come up and have us stand in our power, in our truth, in our passion. Passion's a big thing for next year. I've just got this feeling lately, all right? So all the very best there, honey. Yes, things will get better. Ros, thank you so much, honey, for putting the website up there. Innersoulguidance.com.au. Joanne's just ordered a deck. Excellent, honey. We'll get them in the mail in the next day or two for you. Okay, or if it's come through our website, we will. Amazon will also have it for those that like to order through Amazon as well. All right, Diane, you are very welcome, honey. Kelly says, I don't know or remember my grandfather. Honey, just because we didn't know him or don't know anything about him, they will very much stick around us in that way. Okay. I can see there's more people coming on. There's Charlotte's here, Tiffany's here. I just want to go through the thank yous. Not saying thank you, so true. Yes, yes, a paranormal. Perfect. I love it. I thought you would be into that one, hun. We've got to do the cemetery here in the hills. I just need to get approval to be able to do that. Absolutely. I'm actually from planet. I like that, Chris. Okay, so Sarah, it's your son's birthday this weekend. Excellent. Happy birthday to him. Actually, I think I'm heading down your way. You're down Victor Way, aren't you, honey? Yes, we watched that last night as well. Oh, NCIS. Of course you did, Mum. Precious and the newer ones. No wonder I sort of had thought I hadn't seen it, but, I haven't lived at home with Dad for a long time, so anything's possible. Brenda, I have done you. Sarah, you are very welcome. All right. Kelly, you are very welcome. It's my pleasure. I lost you for a bit. Brenda, you might have to go back, honey, if you missed yours and watch the replay. All right. Sometimes the internet can drop out. It's called technology, and it really does have a own of it. I mean, a mind of itself. So I don't know. For some reason, I'm drawn to show you guys. Oh, some of these beautiful crystals that I have sitting here, and I'm going to get the reflection from the light. So, I have received another shipment of beautiful crystals that came in yesterday and have Mum, I tell a fib. I haven't finished pricing up. I just noticed this one hasn't got a price tag on it. So I just need to do that one. If you're a fan of labradorite, let me see. Look at the beautiful blues and golds in that energy. I love it. There's oh God, it's heavy. A few pieces of labradorite there as well. You can see it. So if you guys are interested in any of these crystals, let me know. I can post out. I do have to show you the purple labradorite. It's the first time I've actually found any. It's not cheap and it's quite heavy. Well, I haven't put the weight on this one, but I think it's about 250 grams sort of thing. But if I, there we go. You can see the purple in it. And on the back, it's got some gold, some purples, some blues in it as well. So all this stuff we will be taking to Victor Harbour with us on Friday. So, Chris, you're very welcome, Han. Great. Thank you. Autumn saying thank you. You are welcome. Guys, if somebody's asking you to inbox them for an accurate reading, tell them to fuck off. Said nicely, excuse my French. They are scammers and they will harass you. I actually had somebody reach out to me about a week ago and he reckoned he had paid me around $100 in 3 or 4 different transactions, and then that person he paid the money to was not turning up for the times that the readings were supposed to happen. So they may take note. If they approach you for a reading or ask you to inbox them, block them and report them as scam, because us as readers will not normally approach you to do a reading. All right, we won't harass you like these lovely people. I will behave myself. Inboxing you, so just like I said, block them and report them. All right. Autumn says, especially missing my mum as I lost her in June, but overall definitely feel like I was a purge of the past. Said it last night, so you were spot on. Now it's figuring out which path to take to move forward positively. Thank you again. Hun, don't put pressure on yourself. Just take a deep breath, ground yourself. Just let that information flow through. So when we clear our minds, things like that will come through. Okay, so all the best. I can't remember what I said or did, but Brenda and Chris are laughing out loud. All right, guys. I think I am going to leave it there. So if you're in the Victor Harbour or the south coast or whatever they call that direction down there, pop in. Myself, Mum and Dad will be in K-Hub outside of Woolworths set up, between Woolworths and the travel agent, and I think there's a barber on the other side of us, so in that sort of corner, that triangle there as well. So we'll be there setting up from 7:30 on Friday morning. I think we're there until about 5:30 each night. So that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then heading back home on Sunday night. So I'm pretty sure I've only got 1 or 2, appointments left for readings before Christmas. So if you are wanting a reading, either on Zoom, phone, email, or in person, there is only a couple of those left. I am taking a break. I think my last day is Wednesday the 22nd at this stage until the 3rd of January. And that all depends on my calendar, sort of depending on what happens with the surgeon tomorrow, to whether I get a date or not. So when that happens, I'll be having to take about 6 weeks off of work. So I'm sure I'll still be online, though. All right. So don't forget, if you're looking for presents for people, I do offer e-gifts. If you scroll through Leanne Winston Psychic Medium page, you'll find the link down in that where you can purchase the dollar value and have that gift emailed to that person, or you can print it out as a gift. The membership special is on, so $297 for the year. Your year starts from the day that you signed up. As part of the special at the moment, you will receive a deck of my Inner Soul Guidance Oracle cards. In that membership, you also get guided meditations. I think there's about 7 or 8 there at the moment. I will be getting on to making some more over Christmas and in the new year. You get access to workshops that you can work through at your own pace, blogs and different stuff, and I do have some ideas for workshops I'm going to be adding to that membership early next year as well. Something else I'm going to be putting in place over the next week or 2 is, I just need to set it up on the platform, is a mini membership as well. So it'll be $97 for the year or $10 a month, and that will give you the live videos that the people in my inner circle full membership get every Monday. So every Monday they get emailed out a link with a reading for the week, the guidance for the week ahead, and any messages that may come through. So that is going to be my mini membership. I might throw something else in there. Yeah, I've got to think about that one as well. So jump over to leannewinston.com, check out my website. You're welcome, Chris. You take care too, hun. Sandra, hey, lovely weekend with your beautiful mum and dad. Thank you, honey. We appreciate it. You take care of yourself too, Missy. All right. So take care. As I said, jump over to leannewinston.com.au. Check out the website, and you can certainly find me on Facebook here, Leanne Winston Psychic Medium. Thank you for joining me. Next Wednesday night is our last show. Roz and I should be live on Friday night. I haven't heard anything different from Roz at this stage, so I might be a bit tired and a lot more giggly than normal, but I certainly will be there. I've just got to remember to take my computer. All right. Thanks, Leanne. You are very welcome, Roz. Okay. Take care. Look after yourselves. Remember to nurture yourself and take note of this energy shift that is going on and go with the flow. Don't fight it, because you just make more work for yourself. All right. Lots of love. Bye for now.